Greg Hardy, he fought out his UFC fight contract, man. This was the last fight on his contract, and he gets smashed in devastating fashion by Serghei Spivac. Now, you picked for Greg Hardy, and the case that you made, more or less, was, well, if he touches Spivac, it's basically going to be over. And we even saw that, bro, with the leg kicks, right? He threw a couple leg kicks, and I was like, oh, no, this could not be good. The moment Spivac got into the moment he got it to the ground, it took him like 3 takedowns to like keep him there. But the moment he got him to the ground, you knew it was over. It was like, all right, man, this is Spivac's game. This is Spivac's world. He hands Greg Hardy his 3rd TKO loss in a row. He lost to Marcin Tybura, ground and pound round 2. Tai Tuivasa, he got flatlined with a counter hook and some ground and pound. And then another first round to Serghei Spivac. This appears to be the end of the days of Greg Hardy. But I wanted to ask you, my man, let's talk about Serghei Spivac. Greg Hardy's getting all of the love here, but Serghei Spivac, this is quietly his 4th win in his last 5 outings. His only loss was to Tom Aspinall. Specimen, hybrid heavyweight. We say it every time. One of my favorite fighters. So his only losses in the UFC have come by Walt Harris, Marcin Tybura, and Tom Aspinall, brother. Serghei Spivac, he should be entering this top 15 in the relative future, because a lot of these old dogs in the UFC's heavyweight division, they're probably going to get the out here pretty soon, my man. So what do you think about Serghei Spivac? Obvious domination of Greg Hardy. Give me your take.
Obvious domination by Greg Hardy. And really in this fight, what kind of popped out to me most is the different levels that are in the heavyweight division, man. It's so like, you got your top, you got your elite people that are up here, your Francis Ngannou, your Stipe's, all those fighters that are up here that are top upper echelon. And then you kind of skip a level, and then you go down to the middle grade, which I feel like that's the Spivacs, who else? Gusto Sky or Marcin Tybura, or those like kind of they're there, but can they compete with that super upper echelon? It's a little harder of a fight for them. And then you got the deep, the Carlos Philippe's, the Greg Hardy, and they're still good fighters, great fighters for sure. But Serghei Spivac is just that level above to where it's like against, let's say, a Curtis Blades. How's he gonna fare? It's going to be a real rough fight, especially because he's good on the ground, but Curtis is just so much better. But then you go against somebody like Sergey Pavlovich, and Spivac's going to do pretty good, pretty decent. We'll see. But it's what missing for me is there's still some intangible that Serghei Spivac is missing to get him to that next level. And what do you think? What do you think could get him up there to that next level, Derek?
He needs more finishes. He needs more devastating finishes, I think, because in his last 5 wins, he got a majority decision versus Carlos Felipe. Ground and pound win versus Jared Vanderaa. This was actually his first KO win since that Jared Vanderaa fight. Decision win against Oleinik, and then he got this finish right here over Greg Hardy. He has a lot of finishes, don't get me wrong, but he needs to get him more done in the big show, in the UFC. It needs to be devastating finishes. It can't be these drag them out, I'm just going to hold you on the ground, because that's his thing. His coach, oh man, I don't know why I'm blanking on it, but he's basically saying make ground and pound great again. Like, you know what I mean? Come on, let's get it, brother. You feel me? And I agree, man. Make it great again. Like, it's devastating things when you see. That's the Khabib style right there, but this is the heavyweight version, my man. I don't know. I do agree with you. He's missing a little something. He doesn't talk. He doesn't call anybody out. So it's another factor of the game that he's kind of slacking on. But when it comes to being in the ring, he's 5-3 in the UFC, man. He is a problem for anybody that they put in front of him, except the real speedy guys. You know what I mean? The speedy heavyweights with real power, that gives him a little bit of issue. But this was a big win by Serghei Spivac, man, and I'm looking forward to see where he goes next.